flex, I do work. Six, I'm like Mike. He's out of sight. Woo, you done got me pipe. Two man like Ike. Six out the spot. Into the night. Yeah. I'm shaking the drum. I'm still up on top. I've been had to bop. The devil my heart. Can't pay me to can't pay me to stop. My God at the top. We gon' praise our way out the grave, dog. Living, speaking praise God, walking out the graveyard back to life. I serve, follow your word, see with new sight through the night. Near this life I'm living, all the advice been tipped in. Gave me that grip, no slipping. Out of my mind when tripping. My mind. Tell me take two when I'm on one. They look at like no one. Kept it real till I owe some. Yeah. Living, speaking, praise God, walking out the graveyard back to life. I serve, follow your word, see when new sight into the night. Still outside.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I'm just getting my screen set up. Give me a second. Give me 1 second. Nope, wrong one.
And I'm still outside, I'm still outside, still outside. Let's get right. Let's get right.
There we go. There we go. All right. So I'm gonna be working on art today. Woo! This one was a suggested design, so I'll be working through this for practically the stream. I'm just trying to like adjust a few things before I actually get into the final meat and potatoes of the design. Alright. Okay, we can actually get this party started. I'm just trying to make sure that I have the rest of my screens up. Okay. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hold on a sec. I cannot hear you. You can probably hear me.
Okay, I can hear you, but you just want to talk.
I hear you. I hear you.
Hold on, I ain't even live like that. Give me 1 second.
Yep. It works. It kind of worked it out with the opening. Okay.
Nah, I'm glad you messaged because I ain't gonna hold you. I was about to play My Hero Ultra Rumble. New season dropped today. I just spent all my roll tickets on Miracle, so I'm out here wombo comboing.
I'm done. Yeah, I was sitting here. I was like, I need to knock out this design. It was a request, and I'm usually not this slow when people ask for a design. So I'm like, let's get it knocked out today.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. Yeah, this one was an Apex design that was requested. So I'm like, all right. I think I can cook.
Oh, that looks pretty cool.
Thank you. I was trying to adjust some stuff beforehand.
See here. I was fooling around with some stuff in Nomad Scope and playing around in Toon Squid today at work, and gotta say I'm getting pretty comfortable with the tools. I like it.
Okay, okay. Actually, I don't want to color this in because I need to make another one of these capsules. There we go. I at least wanted 2 of these right next to each other. I think I might have it overlap just like that much. And if I go in and erase this much. Okay, I think
You're not gonna like this, but I feel like ever since I became a mod, I get more ads.
no way. No way.
I came in on ad break.
You came in on an ad? How is that
I sure
possible?
did.
Wait a minute, wait
I
a minute,
have
wait a
no
minute.
idea. Maybe I just need to be a subscriber.
Because
maybe it's based off of like, revenue generated. I'm an affiliate, but I probably don't generate a lot of revenue. But you probably generate way more revenue than I do. That's why you probably get so many ads. And I don't have like bots for followers. I just have a bunch of people who follow me and then they just disappear from the channel forever. I got like 200 followers, but
hey, what's
they're not very
poppin'?
active followers.
Can I get a shout out? Jackson Davis, there you go. Shout out to you. This is sick, dude. Have a great day. You do the same. Thank you. Sorry, I don't get the notification from my portrait one. I don't know how to set it up there. I might have to just like default to not letting my regular view show up on YouTube. That way I can actually hear you guys when you enter, because most people don't join the regular one. Run Avery, it's here. Not real Spider-Man, but fan. I'm here for it. What are you saying, bro?
They join on their phone more often than not.
Yeah, to be honest, I see more people joining in from the phone than on desktop view. So I'm like, most of the time, I don't really know or hear that they're there. They show up on the screen, so that helps. When I look up, I can see it pop up. TikTok doesn't show up at all for me, so I'm actually not seeing anything. But let me check out the creator dash to give you that mod. The Wi-Fi's video.
I mean, or I could just subscribe.
You don't have to sub, bro.
I would. In an ideal world, I would. I would be subscribed to all the homies.
Bro, you literally have the moderator like sword. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah. There's not much you can. It's okay, bro.
Is there another setting that I need to do? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second.
There is. It's called Get This Money. Don't worry about it. If my view basically generates revenue, then it's support. We take those.
True story. Let me see. Have you started sharing your screen? Minecraft. Yo, I actually need to jump back in Minecraft. I want to play with people in Minecraft, but it's been a while. I bought the game just to stream it, and I played it like probably for a week. Like, I will open the server up so whenever I jump on, people can play. But my worries are people are going to be a tyrant crafter, and they're just going to come in there and just blow up all the stuff.
Yup. And it'd be your own chat, bro. Every
Yeah,
time.
right? All right, you are sharing. Okay, so if I do this, yes, there we go. It popped up automatically. Perfectly on one, not so perfect on the other one. Jesus.
Memorial Day weekend was great though, man. I
Yeah.
grilled up some salmon. Yeah, I grilled up some salmon off on the cedar plank. Had a little maple bourbon marinade to go with it. Ooh, still got some more, man. I can't wait to eat tonight. Let's just say that.
I feel that 100%. Here, I'm gonna jump over. Oh, let me merge our stuff. See, oh, I get ads on yours too.
Okay, so yeah, apparently Twitch is like mod or not. You need to subscribe. Got it.
Yeah. Okay. I thought I was going crazy. I'm like, hold on a second. But also, I think because I got yours from the picture-in-picture over here, it didn't give me an ad.
Huh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because you got it from the collab thing. That makes sense.
Yeah. Did you initiate the shared chat?
I did not. Let me see if I can turn that on. Okay, there it is.
Okay, thank you. The option was not showing up for me. All right, cool. So we're here. Hi,
So you're the one who not have to do that. Got it.
Hi, this stream randomly popped up on my recommended. I'm happy that did happen. At least that happens, you know. Welcome to the stream. I'm Are You Hero. I'm here with Drev Barnes.
Drev B.
Drev B. All right.
It's a weird name, but y'all get used to it. Nah, somebody asked me what the name means.
Yeah.
And basically, I was actually one of the kids who literal head was always in the clouds. So I thought a really appropriate name for a daydreamer was the word reverie. So I go by D Reverie Barnes online for a bunch of stuff, but I just shortened it to Drev or D.Rev. But Drev just sounds way better.
So I always like my mind wants to default to Dev Barnes, and that's why I had to pronounce it this time because I was like, I guess I just read it too quickly, so it's just like, oh, Dev Barnes. It's like, no, it's not Dev, it's Drev. But
yeah,
okay, I see that.
Think D Reverie, like a One Piece reference.
Gotcha.
Like
I'm here
the
for it.
Reverie, and you won't forget it. Yeah. And what's up, Abby? Welcome to the chat.
What's up,
Appreciate
Abby?
you for popping in, as always. You did a great job on those ads. I should have given myself a huge bonus. I appreciate it. Oh, man.
Yeah. Also, I'm at the same level as you. I'm at affiliate level as well on Twitch.
Yeah, but you're, out of your 82 followers though, like you probably get way more consistent interaction than I do.
To be honest, it's random. It's random. Part saying, good. That's good to hear. Welcome to everybody for joining on TikTok as well. I didn't forget about y'all. So it's like in the order of like things, TikTok doesn't notify me at all when people join in. I just so happen to see like this person question just joined, and I have to like look over there. I kind of have a request. Okay, Parsan, what's your request? What's your request? What's poppin'? You want to shout out? I'm over here like, sometimes people come and ask for a shout out, and I'm like, can y'all follow a brother though? I'm trying to get to 1,000. Okay, I'm not even gonna be greedy. I'm just trying to get to 1,000 follows. Okay.
I've had people come in requesting me to draw Pokemon trainers and different. I feel like they were training AI. But draw Pokemon trainers in different styles, and I'm like, you want me to stop what I'm doing right now on my stream to draw for you? You have a request, but if I ask you to subscribe, you won't.
So here's that's the wrong color. Here's the thing. So for the longest, I would take requests on social media. So like if you follow me on like TikTok, if you follow me on Instagram and made a request for a design, depending on the design, I'll be like, yeah, sure, because if it's a really cool design, I'll add it to the queue. Um, and ever so often I'll jump over there and I'm like, what else is in the queue? Because like before, I was actually knocking them out like in a week's time. Any requests I was knocking out in a week. Can you please give a shout out to Eddie because he offered to help me win a code game and a writing name live stream. I couldn't join. Shout out to Eddie. I don't know who Eddie is. Also, I make games too. I just dropped an app. Uh, it's a companion app, but an app nonetheless onto Android. You don't watch Minecraft story videos, right? Like creepypasta? I don't, to be honest. But if you're saying that I should, I'll definitely check them out.
You're gonna lose aura points, man.
Who's gonna lose aura points?
They said L streamer. He doesn't watch Minecraft stories. L streamer.
What?
I'm joking. I don't watch
Bro,
a lot of stuff either.
there's so many content creators out there. It's hard to watch them all, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not. I think it's better that I didn't lie and say, yeah, I know who that is, than to say, yeah, I don't know who that is. I need to adjust this skin tone. It's a little bit too saturated. Thank you. I think Eddie would appreciate that shout out. No problem. That's why you don't know the phrase "Run Avery, it's here." That's exactly why I don't know the phrase "Run Avery, it's here." You caught me. See, I couldn't even lie. There you go. I couldn't be like, yeah, I watched this person. Yep, I missed that total reference.
They had you from the jump, huh?
Yep. It was a trap the whole time. Is this a better color?
So yeah, man, you'll be happy to know that I fell victim to the gotcha and I lost all my road tickets, but I got the character I wanted. So guess
Are
what I
you
gotta
a
do this
victim?
year? Oh yeah, I'm a victim.
You're not a victim if you got what you wanted, unless you paid. I like the stream. I appreciate it. And I will like your other stream too. I really appreciate that. Thank you. It definitely helps. Which character are you trying to get?
Mirko.
Okay.
And she's fun.
She's fun?
I haven't played her in a game yet though. But yeah, she is fun. I was laughing with her. She's a combo character. She's one of those characters where it's like if you think you just gonna pick her up and just be good with her, you're about to get curb stomped. There's way too much AoE and spam in the game for you to pick up a brawler, like a character who doesn't really have projectile heavy kit, and think you're gonna do well with her. That ain't how that works. And then guess what else is coming out this season, which is why I gotta grind my tickets. My first main is Shota Aizawa, and he has a skill kit coming out. And I'm super excited for it, dude.
Yeah, you're gonna make me pick up this game again.
Look, I ain't saying you gotta pick the game up.
You're
But
gonna
I
make
am
me pick
letting
up
you
this
know,
game.
like, I am letting you know, if you out there and you want to get in the field, you got somebody who'll play with you.
All I'm saying is you're gonna have to carry for a bit.
Oh yeah, nah, for sure. I could do that.
All right, cool. As long as you can carry it for a little bit, we're good.
Yeah, man, we're gonna do the season big. I wasn't gonna spend all my tickets, but I was just like, I got to play for me and my friend who is no longer with me. So I was like, we're doing this.
No longer with you, as in he's in the gulag, or he just doesn't play no more.
I mean, he ain't getting out the gulag anytime soon. A stroke could do that to you.
Oh no!
Yeah.
My condolences on that.
I appreciate it, but yeah, I wasn't going to go for it. Honestly, the game really didn't feel the same since he's kind of like my duo. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so the game doesn't really feel the same anymore. Like I'm playing it, and it's just like I gotta find a new duo.
That's tough.
And
it's like
and they don't feel the same, you know?
Yeah. Like I play with my brother like in games like that, and it's like we Armia 2 like crazy. So it definitely makes sense. What's this little flame right here doing? What's up, Venom? One away from a 5 streak.
Oh, hold on. I got that too. Let me show you. Never mind. I can't share it anymore because Twitch decided it didn't want to.
Okay. So we need one more? Okay, we could do that. Weekly rewards. Watch 2 or more days this week and earn a flower. Okay.
Hey, just atomize those people. Wait, who are we atomizing? I mean, I feel like you sent that message a while ago, and my brain registered it, but I didn't say anything.
I thought you did, but I was talking to the people on YouTube. Is it the people who ask for shoutouts or the people who ask for character designs?
I think for me, it's not even that I'm mad that like people will come into your stream and ask you to like basically try to commission something off of you. I think the thing that I get more frustrated about is that like you came in, you didn't say hello, and you just got right to it, like draw this for me, and I'm like, hello, who are you? First of all,
That's fair.
You're trying to employ my talent, but I don't know who you are. And not only do you want me to employ my talent, you want me to do it for free, just because I'm good at it, and that's kind of like I don't know how I feel about that. I do understand that I'm in a content space, so it's kind of what you do in these spaces. You make stuff
Yeah.
at further request of people, so I can't really act brand new in that sense. But I'm not gonna act like it's not weird that somebody could just pop in and they don't subscribe to you, they don't do anything, they just flat out ask you to do something that most people will pay you to do. It's kind of it's a little bit of a bad taste. At least like throw some bits at me or something. I might do something a little strange for some change. You feel me?
That's crazy. Strange for some change is crazy. I will not do anything strange for change, okay? I'm not doing strange for change activity out here, just to let you guys know.
The thing that they was asking me to draw, I was like, I don't know if I want to draw this in that style, but okay. It was one of the Pokemon trainers. I know it was it's either AI training or a weird fetish thing.
Fair enough.
They were like, I need you to draw this character, but they look like Marge Simpson. And I was like, that's very specific.
Yeah, okay.
That's a little weird.
I think I messed up on the color. I think this is actually not supposed to be this way. It's supposed to look like that.
You can see where my reservation was. I was like,
I know somebody made a post on Threads. They made a post on Threads about, oh, I used AI to turn myself into 6 different characters from the early 2000s, 6 cartoon characters. And when I tell you, I've never seen a ratio so crazy. Like, this guy had 46 likes, and his comment section had 1.2k comments. I was like,
really controversial these days, man. I've seen one guy who does his own animations. He used AI to clean up and color everything, and it looks exactly like how you think AI would do it. Over polished, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody was in his comments like, dude, don't train the machine. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, your work is so good. You don't need AI to make it look like this. And I was like, on the contrary, you do though, because you know how long it takes to clean up animation? I'm cleaning animation right now as we speak, and I'm still not done. So I kind of like understood why he used AI to like clean up his own work, but I do see why the people were mad about it. But I was like, I don't think you all know, like, AI as automation is fine, especially if it's your own work.
What's poppin' Jesus is the way.
Amen.
That's fair. That's fair. Like, I get it. That's where I'm at. I get it.
He
I
didn't.
get
He
it.
didn't generate the animation with this with AI though. I think that was my thing. I was like, if he would have generated it with AI, it would have been like, come on, dude, like you're better than this. You work for Warner Bros. You're better than this, bro. Come on.
Did he say that he used AI, or is just the visuals of it look
Yeah,
like over?
he said it. He said it.
Okay.
He was like, yeah, I used AI to clean up my own animation.
I can at least give
Now,
him the
me
credit that
personally,
he didn't take credit for it. He was just like, "Yo, this is what I did. That's it."
yeah. Well, I mean, he's one of the high. If anybody's gonna be working in 2D animation and keep a job in the animation industry, it'll be this guy. He basically is like the key guy who animates a lot of stuff for Teen Titans Go.
Okay.
So like, he ain't going nowhere. He gonna have work for a long time. Now, the thing is, he has this OC of his called Harut,
Mhm.
and he always animates Harut doing these like viral like dance like TikTok challenges and dances and stuff, right?
Mhm.
Abby said I would vaporize that guy. I know who you're talking about. But yeah, so he did one, and then instead of him cleaning it up by hand, he just had AI do the cleanup for it, and people were just flaming him. I wonder if I can find it actually. I'll find it and put it up on my stream so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Hopefully he didn't take it down. Dang, you know when you can't remember the artist's name? That's what just happened to me.
Yo, it happens to me quite often.
What was his name?
I should have drawn a belt buckle in here. I can actually add that afterwards. Man, she has a lot of gray. Talk to my cousin about this one. I'm like, bro, I like vibrant characters. She got so much gray in her. What color I want that chest plate to be? Alright.
I give up. I tried it. Oh, never mind. I found it.
I was
Oh
looking
boy,
at.
did I find it.
Oh, okay.
Ah, okay. That's because the name is. Yeah, the name is. That's why I couldn't find it.
Yeah, this is just a lot of gray. I might use this gray and then darken it just a little bit. Nope. I'm gonna have to color this one by hand. Unless.
I found it, and he lost a crap ton of followers apparently for this.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
So he did this.
Oh, I
and
know who you're
AI
talking
did this.
about. So he did the sketch and then he took it into AI to do this part.
Yeah.
I...
Which personally, I like it. I mean, is it overworked? It is. Because okay, here's my question. What's the amount of prompting you'd have to do in order to get it to like control these tonal values and stuff like that? Like, say you want to actually make this like viable for productions. Is that possible? Like, how much work needs to happen on the back end in order to make AI work? Oh, Bucket Boy said something. Yeah, I was saying the same thing. He said he likes to look over shading and the look development. He said if he's able to set up his first frame and then automate it and then touch it up a little bit later, that could work too. I see what he's saying. This could be a bit of a gray area. Because Bucket Boy does like mainly 3D stuff in Blender. Like hand drawing, until you've hand drawn and animated your own thing. Abby said, wow, this looks awful.
I think it's the speed of it and the actual animation that he already had in there. Cause like, I don't know the dance and the way the leg is, the front leg is like popping out. I get it, it's from the actual reference or what he did, but it
I
still looks a little weird.
I don't think it looks awful. I think it looks like a 3D translation.
No, I'm saying even in the
Like,
sketch,
okay,
this animation looks kind of weird.
yeah, no, the sketch is the sketch. What I'm saying, like this part, even though the dance and all that stuff is weird, it's fine. The sketch is fine to me. Is when you get to this part, like the cleanup part. The whole point of cleanup is that we still get to keep a lot of this magic here. This just looks like it was just processed and put through like some 3D thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like
What's
this
up,
looks like
Justin?
the 2.5D that they're trying to do. Now, me personally, I think like how Bucket Boy is saying, like if you clean up one frame and then it automates it based off of what you cleaned up, because I don't think it's gonna lose that much of the charm, then yeah, that's great. But this to me just looks overly processed. But that could be a good or bad thing. I feel like the regular person who doesn't know any better thinks this looks phenomenal. They're like, oh, this is amazing. AI did this, and that's what they're gonna take away from it. No, AI didn't do this. Like this is just it processed. This is what was done. The person did this, and that's the part that people don't need to forget. People did this. Person did this. AI just made it look this way. And then he posted this. That being said, I get why most of the hire around AI and art. I completely understand why illustrators and designers are angry and threatened by it. I'm not for that side of it either, but treating this as a black and white issue doesn't change the reality of where it's heading. As an animator of 26 years in this industry, me testing where AI
1 second, Justin.
fails doesn't make me anti-AI, and exploring how it might handle tedious tasks like cleanup and coloring doesn't make me pro-AI. It just means I'm trying to understand the world we are heading towards. Exactly, I feel that. Go ahead, resume.
Oh my gosh.
What's up?
It's the reaction of people in these spaces is definitely annoying. That's what it is. It's annoying. Because the guy does one animation after seeing all the past work that he did, and he just did it as a test just to see. Like when I read the thing, I was like, oh, this is what I did, and this is what AI did. And it's like, it was just a test. Even in the comparison of looking at it, I'm like, all right, yeah, your stuff looks better than this. So if like I could take that away from it, it's not where it should be. But everybody taking it as negative and going into the comments and hate posting and then like, oh, I'm dipping because of this. I'm like, bro, it's not like all of his stuff is AI. So like, relax a little bit, you know? Y'all don't have to be
a lot of his stuff is AI.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, why do y'all have to jump down his throat on one post? Oh, I'm leaving because one post. And this just shows you like how like unforgiving people are, where they would hold a person they don't even know to a standard from one post. It's a little bit ridiculous to me. But again, these same people want you to look at them and like treat everybody as human, but then their reaction is inhuman. So that's just where I'm at.
I know what you're saying. Well, I totally get that. Well, I think
I disagree.
This speaks to this guy's credibility. If somebody who's been working 26 years, he ain't saying that he's doing this for fun. He works with WB. He's one of their key like animators. If he's telling you AI is coming whether we like it or not, and they have to figure out how to implement it, and he's one of the people in charge of doing that, I would rather this person figure it out than somebody who doesn't know how to do the craft at all. That's how I look at it.
So
it is an overreaction, but hey, people care about art.
I said I
I agree.
disagree that people care about their art because how many of these people actually support and purchase art and do all this stuff, and how many of them are just yapping online? They have artists who will post that they follow, they don't react to their stuff, they don't do any of this stuff, but the moment they post the AI thing, that's when they are all like, oh no, blah blah blah, I'm not supporting you no more, I'm out. Like you you can't say that, okay? Like I'm like, choose a side. Like, are you gonna actually support that artist in their journey, or are you just saying that because you follow them that you support them? I'm like, that's not necessarily like support. Like I had like a lot of people that I followed on Instagram, but I reduced my following down because I was like, I'm not interacting with these people. I just followed them in the past because it was like, oh yeah, let's follow. But like, no, I want to follow these people, and when they post something, I like it and interact with it because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep my bandwidth within this because I want to actually show that I support this person. So that's why I say I disagree that people care about art.
Well, I think people care about their experience with the art. Now, as far as like supporting the art, I think that is the gray area. Like supporting the art could be just like I'm not gonna talk bad about it, and that's me supporting the art. So monetarily wise, I get where you're coming from. But if we're talking about just how people feel about it and their experience with art, I feel like there's a lot of room for subjectivity. I personally think the overreaction that some people have towards AI being implemented into art is kind of, I think it's like, I'm not gonna say it's the extreme, but it's like if you really care about art, then that means you care about the process. And I think if you're reacting this way, but you don't know the process, which in those comment sections, I don't know how many people in that comment section know what cleaning up hand drawn animation is like. I'm experiencing it right now. If I could save time and not do this part, so I could like work on the rest of this film, I would do that instead. So yeah, if I could just put the lines down, color one frame, and then have it automated, I would do that. But it's my work, and I know how to do it. I'm saying if you don't know how to do it, that's not something that you should just try to like speed run by using AI, because that's just all it's going to do is create a content gap. So like if you care about art, then that means you also value and care about the process of art. But if you only care about art as a commodity, then overreacting to somebody trying AI is a little that's a little harsh, because what y'all don't see, like people who don't work in animation, what y'all don't see is that they're trying to use AI to completely replace and eradicate our positions overall. So the fact that somebody's showing us how AI can be implemented is, and it's showing that it's not good, that's actually probably healthy for the medium right now. I'd rather somebody like with some credibility who's telling us AI is coming, whether you like it or not. I'd rather them be trying to figure it out than us being completely replaced by some tech bro. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. Hold on a second. Yo, Justin. Yeah, I told you last time I talked to you that I did listen to your brother's stuff, like his gibberish, because you sent it to me on Discord. I definitely uh told you that last time. I didn't respond to it in there. I told you via stream when you told me that I'll send it over. But yeah, I see what you mean. You'd rather a person in the field who's actually used to doing animation and well renowned to actually be the one to
Well,
break
he has
this
the
to us.
credibility.
Yeah.
Like this person can tell you like, hey, if you implement AI in this way, you're going to lose a lot of artists, and there will be a skill gap of like 10 years, or you're going to rely on AI and pay a lot of money for processing, when you could literally just hire somebody who can like make the same amount of progress AI can make in a year. You could hire somebody to do this part and maybe use this part of the automation instead. So maybe you don't hire a team full of cleanup artists, you just hire one. Like, I guess what I'm saying is like, you can't eradicate the person out of the thing altogether unless it's a credible reason to do so. And this guy who's been working 26 years for a whole bunch of companies, but I know he's like one of the key animators on Teen Titans Go. Yeah, this guy's telling you, hey, it can be used, and this is what I got from it. And the reaction is, oh, I don't like it. This is terrible. Why would you do it? Well, is it terrible because you don't like the art, or is it terrible because you don't like the process? Like, what is it?
I think they think it's
Personally,
terrible because of the tool that's being used to make it.
yeah, and I don't think that's a valid reason to like completely overreact, because it's not like it made it itself. Like a guy still had to animate that. It just, in post processing, it was cleaned up by AI. It was the cleanup process was automated, and that much I'm like, yeah, that's kind of where it's going. Whether you like it or not, that's where it's going. That's kind of what I've learned. At least is what some of my animation peeps have been telling me. They actually have these what do you call them? These teams. Netflix is hiring these teams, these incubators, as you call them. And the artists that they're hiring are people who are very credible in animation, but they're hiring these people to figure out how AI can be implemented into the animation pipeline. And I would take a gamble that he's probably part of one of those incubators, if not for Netflix, for Warner Bros. Because y'all know Warner Bros is currently in the process of like trying to sell all their IP and merge with their stuff. So if the Warner Bros and Paramount merger happens, because it was supposed to happen on Netflix, but I guess they turned down the offer. But if it happens with Paramount, that means Warner Bros, yeah, they'll be producing stuff, but they're going to be more on the publishing side of things, which means all the stuff being made will probably be made in some incubator until they figure out how AI goes into the pipeline for good. Which is, it's a little sad because that's the end of an era. You know what I mean? Like Looney Tunes, the Hanna-Barbera stuff. Not that all that stuff was even that good, but like cartoons as we know it, or that's going to be transformed. It's not going to really be what it was. Some people care, and some people not so much. I care about it, but I think that's just the nostalgia part of it all.
Like, I definitely hear you. I think it comes down to the average person, because if you look at it, we have to look at the comparison on both sides. How many people are using AI online in like Threads, X, Facebook, you name it? How many of them are using it in comparison to the people who are against it, right? And like, if you look at those numbers, it's like, is it the average person using it, or is the average person against the use of it? And once you start looking at those numbers, that's where things start to go, okay. The average person is using this system some way, somehow, and I know a lot of people are anti it, but then when you look at it in a holistic sense, it's like you can't go and Google something without Google AI being there. You can't use PowerPoint without it being there. Like, and I'm like, if you have like companies where you have to use these things in your day-to-day work, like, a lot of these systems are being worked into your regular workflow without your consent or choice. So,
well, yeah, you don't really have a choice. That's what I've been telling people. I was like, you don't really have to, whether you like it or not, it don't really matter, bro. They're implementing it anyway.
yeah, so I'm just like, I know some people will say like, yo, so you're just gonna give up? No, it's just you have to look at it in a realistic sense. Like, I say the same thing about games. Like, most consumers of games don't understand how much power they have, because if they did, they would realize that through the nature of them consuming a specific type of game increases that type of game in the market. If you stop consuming this type of game, yeah, they will no longer make that type of game. Like, if you look at live service games, they were booming when they first started. Now look at live service games; they're kind of starting to dwindle away. So it depends on what
portion of them are struggling.
Yeah, it's too many of them. It's too many of them.
Yeah.
People can't just throw their money and time into all these live service games. So the shift is going to happen where the big ones will stay.
Yeah. I totally get that. I get where you're coming from.
What's
My thing
popping?
is, I was, yo, what up, what up, Ski?
Little ski, what's
this is
popping?
not this is not My Hero Ultra Rumble. This is a
Oh,
co-stream. I was going honestly, if you would have hit me at first, I wouldn't have streamed. But I was like, nah, let me be honest, get some work done today, and then I'll go play some My Hero Ultra Rumble. Will I stream it? I mean, I don't know if y'all want to see me streaming me getting my ass beat, because I'm gonna hold you. I haven't. I'm a little rusty. I need to get on but I need to get on and join the sweats and try hard, so that way I don't have to try hard at the end of the season to get a higher rank and stuff like that. I do it at the start of the season. That way, when everybody else is like, man, I'm trying to get these points. I'm like, man, I finished the season on the Billboard Ski. I finished in the top 1,000. I was 1,098. Well, I guess top 2,000. I was 1,098. I mean, I was 500 for the longest, but I just didn't play for weeks. But I can take a 500 spot drop if that means I didn't have to try hard to get into the top 2,000. You know what I mean? And then my Billboard placement, I was in the top. I was also in the top like 4,000. But you said if only they implemented the dodge button after 25 seasons. I agree with you, Evie. Like, what are they doing? They changed the settings around. I looked to see if you can map a dodge button, and you still can't do it. They updated the settings, and we still can't. We still don't have a dodge button. I'm like, just say y'all hate us. Just say you don't like your players. Just say it. That's all you need to do.
wait, there's no dodge button?
You have to double tap jump on console in order to dodge. There's a dodge button on mouse and keyboard,
Oh,
but not
okay.
on console. Yeah, I know you're probably like, no, you definitely have a dodge. If you play on PC, you have a dodge button, but if you play on controller, no dodge button.
When I did play, I played on controller on PC.
Got you.
Yeah, I have big hands. I can't play mouse and keyboard on a PC. Makes it very difficult.
I can, but I need like a keyboard to do it. Like I need like to have the I have like a mini keyboard, like a half keyboard,
Hmm.
and I need to be able to turn it so where I'm not hurting and straining my. But also I have small hands, so
Yeah,
it's
the
actually
opposite
pretty easy to
problem.
play mouse and keyboard. But the only reason I don't play mouse and keyboard is because I got like 20 plus years of experience holding a controller. I tried to play on mouse and keyboard, and I was just like, I'm doing it, but I don't like it.
Yeah, I just every time I've tried to play, why am I coloring behind here? No one's ever going to see this, but I'm just doing it because I'm already in here. Cool. Every time I've tried to play with mouse and keyboard, I'm like, why are you doing this to yourself? Your hands are too big. You already know this. I think I want to actually do a clipping mask. Throw this on there. I'm gonna figure out how to get this symbol behind here to look good. I'll figure that out shortly. I have an idea, but it's gonna take a little time.
But Ski, I know you excited, man. President Mike is getting a skill kit. Are you gonna roll for it? I'm not gonna roll for it. I don't have tickets. I already tell you. I can't roll for it, even if I wanted to. I'm saving up every ticket I earn for the Azawa skill kit. Honestly, after the season, I just might be broke. And it sucks because the season after this one might actually be like a season where we get like a new variant, and I want to play that variant. This is how they get you, bro. It's called a gacha game for a reason. They got me.
Hook, line, and sinker. After I do this character, I'm gonna need to do some robots for a bit. Like,
Yeah, I know he don't like drawing people now.
right? Especially super like more on the realistic side. I'm like, come on, man. Drawing realistic, like just drawing people. I just don't find interest in drawing people.
I love drawing people.
You got that. It's all you. It's all you.
I heard Ebby likes drawing people too. So it's not all me. I got a couple members in the chat who they like drawing people too.
That's fair. That's fair.
Unless it's just me, and they're gonna throw me under the bus. I got a friend who do that, or will agree with me and then say, "No, I didn't." I'm like, all right. I'm not about to argue with you. I'm not about to argue with you.
You think I'm about to agree with you in public? No.
It's making me look bad in front of people just because they can.
Like one of my friends, he was like, nice. Didn't have to waste too many rolls. Got Miracle on the first try. Let's go.
What? You know, I didn't get Miracle until my 13th roll, man. That was every ticket I had.
Like, I got a friend who
I'm so happy.
is trying to get me to not draw cans. He was just like, yo, I see your art and I see it, how it's growing. And he's like, why don't you one time just draw the full body? I'm like, because I hate drawing hands. And he was like, wait, what? I'm like, I like drawing cans. That's what I said.
You okay? You know what? I'm gonna give you a little. You probably have heard every tip in the book, but it's not applicable because it just hasn't. Your eye hasn't opened to it yet. But drawing hands is literally just drawing a mitten, dude, and then you just Jenga block it from there. You're just like, okay, I could fit the pinky somewhere in here, and then it looks fine. It looks fine. Like, yeah, they teach you the whole, you do the box, you put the other little box on the side, do the whole. Whoops, that finger was too long. You do the whole like finger thing, and throw the thumb in there somewhere. They kind of teach you that, and there's more or less like it does work. But what you really want to like, what about when you get into like poses and stuff? Like this doesn't feel applicable anymore, or your drawing gets stiff. Me personally, I am a huge fan of just make a mitten out of it. Like that could be one finger, and then this could be the rest of the fingers. Who cares? And then sometimes with a thumb, I won't even draw like the little joint. I'll just draw like an indicator where the thumb could be. And then later on, I'll go in and I'll like, okay, maybe that's like what the finger is doing, and you just kind of fit the fingers in there. You don't try not to overcomplicate it, and you just keep it simple shapes. And then once you have the fingers in there how you want, you can just like get rid of the mitten, and then you end up having all the fingers. But it does take a little patience and a little time to kind of like go through the process of drawing bad hands. Like you're gonna hate drawing bad hands, but it's part of it.
The bad part is I had gotten to the point where I didn't have a problem anymore, because I would draw hands, but all the fingers were just boxed, because it's just the look of hands. I'm like, this looks weird, even though the hand was fine. But I know I need to just get back into just drawing the hands, and plus the traditional way, I just don't do that. I like none of the stuff where people are like, oh yeah, you draw with a circle. I'm like, no, I want the form. So I just draw the form, and I'll clean up and draw it and pull it back to where I want it.
I'll feel that.
But I'll definitely do more, like I'll do warm-ups during hands. That's what I'll do. and then I can be like everybody else. Oh, I love drawing people. To be honest, though, whenever I have to turn a person into a can, the issue isn't the person. The issue is the design being cool or interesting. Because most characters, what people don't understand, their design is cool because of their silhouette. And because the can is the way it is, that's true.
Say, you don't have to draw people. You can just draw machines, weapons, armor, all the other stuff. Well, that's
Yeah,
why I said, like, yeah, if you want an animated production, you'd be a prop designer. Because those guys, to me, their brains are different. I'm like, look, I don't know how things are put together in that way. I know how people are put together, though. Let me design a character any day, but when it comes to props and stuff like that, I don't enjoy designing them, but I can.
that's
And
fair.
then when you get a really satisfying design, though, then you're like, dang, like I'm glad I put the time in for this.
Thing.
Yeah, like this hand right here, like since it's so far away, do I really need to draw fingers? You know what I mean? I just make it a mitten. That's it. Yeah, it's
That's
a little
fair.
mitten. Now we're good. But I
Also
do that
fits the
with
style.
any chance I get to draw hands as a mitten. That's what I'm doing. Oh, but what about when you have to specifically animate or draw the hand? I can actually do that too, but I choose to draw in a way that doesn't require me to do that.
Oh,
I think my favorite hand poses that I think are crispy though are any of the ones where you can hide the fingers, like hide some of the fingers.
because when you're looking at it, your eye isn't like so focused on how it's drawn. You're just in there.
Well, they tell you in animation that you should be able to show a character's expression with just their hands and their silhouette alone. Hands and their eyes the hand and the eyes are really good methods for like getting a character to be expressive. Which means like, okay, as much as you hate drawing hands, like you can sell a lot of your poses or a lot of your character acting with just the hands and the eyes alone. No mouth, no nose. The eyes and the hands are probably the most expressive things you can work with. And when you think about it, it's like that in real life. Like, some people talk with their hands. I talk with my hands. But yeah, I like to do the box thing and make sure I include like some indication of a wrist before I do anything. But I try to kind of do like a combination of structure and gesture when I decide that I want to draw hand. So I'll group like the fingers together. Try to keep in mind that there's gonna be some space for knuckles. Yeah, I have fun drawing hands. I'm not gonna lie. Do I like drawing hands? Only as of like a couple years ago. But drawing hands really wasn't my thing. I could care less for it if I'm being honest with you.
That's fair. I mean,
But
because
then
a
I
lot of
got to
your
the point
pieces
where
had
like
poses.
exactly. I do that on purpose because I don't want to draw.
So you understand me. All right, cool. Cool. Hedge
Yeah, I
draws
definitely get
cans
you.
because he doesn't want to draw hands.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. For me personally, as long as you just keep in mind that it's just a big mitten, it's fine.
Like I said,
And you
I'm gonna
can
give it a
separate
shot.
part of that mitten, like separate part of that mitten, and then like you can just group the rest of it. Oh, it's just great. It's fine and dandy. Sometimes I just do a circle for the thumb. Like I'll do that, and then I'll go in and put in the anatomical. I like my shorthand for hands, and when I have to go fix it up, then I'll fix it up.
That's fair. What's up, Zero Nelly? I think it says Zero Nelly. Where is it at? Where is it at? What's up, Lost
Zero Nelly
Rose?
or is it O Nelly?
Oh, Nelly. Well, my chat,
Oh,
the
Zero Nelly.
yeah, it just says Zero Nelly, so I just went with what it said. But one Nelly? I think it's one Nelly. It might be one Nelly.
It's probably one Nelly. You're right.
Probably one
It is.
Nelly.
Or is it one Lee?
One
Or is
Lee?
it O'Neill? I don't know,
O'Neill.
bro. Don't get me started. Words.
Bro, my bot has me pronouncing everybody's name incorrectly, and I'll forever blame it because it just automatically reads what it thinks it is. It's not the smartest one, but it does what it can.
Now y'all got me drawing a team. I need to animate. I am a huge fan of mechanizing. So that's like using like the tubes and the mannequin method to establish stuff. I'm a huge fan of doing that.
Like the one like having the mannequin in your room, the wooden one.
Nah, it's when you don't know how to draw something, just putting it in like a tube or cylinder or some form of structure. So like some people prefer like the cube. I like the cube for perspective. Like say I'm trying to draw a person in perspective, then yeah, this is great. Because then you can just kind of like use the boxes to kind of figure that out. I can go like that, and then like now this is like somebody's back and so forth, and that's their spine, their head like up here, their arm goes here. You know what I mean? Like you can do stuff with the boxes. I love it for structure. And this is a form of mechanization, as they like to call it in these drawing abstraction.
Gotcha.
Dang, hold on, this is my friend calling me. Give me 1 second. I'm here. Give me 1 second.
Yep. So I might actually make her. Let's see. Turn that back on. I might give her armor or her shadows color, because currently I'm using black. So I might actually swap it to like a red color, which may make it more warm. Because her hair is already black. It doesn't look that way on the screen, but the screen kind of blows it out a little bit. Yeah. I had to increase my brightness. Oh wait, I forgot. I have a shortcut on here to do that. Never mind. Dang, I didn't have to do that at all. All right. So yeah, I might switch to using reds for her highlights. Undo, turn that off. Undo, turn that off. There we go. Then here, then this. think I would have to do this in order to. All right, I have to switch the battery to my headphones right quick. All right, so what was I going to do? I need to see what my meal is that I need to consume. It should be a snack. I hope it's not something that I have to cook. That way I can continue drawing. Let's see, what is the meal I'm supposed to have right now? Because I have my pre-workout, my post-workout. This one, it's the same? It's the same. Should have got kiwis from the store when I went there earlier. Okay. This is gonna have me crunching chips in y'all's ears. So okay. To avoid chewing chips in your ear, I'm not gonna go and have my snack just yet. Alright, but I will change the view to like this. That way you can see the piece while I'm working on it and it's not constantly spinning and zooming. Unless y'all like the spinning and zooming. I don't know. I know like a lot of the time I spin like really zoomed in and close up to the piece. So y'all are pretty much looking at it from my perspective the whole time.
Dang, let me get a chip.
Welcome back.
I heard you. Nah, it was one of the homies about to pull up to the chat. They were just saying what's up. They was asking if I got Miracle and that I know better and I shouldn't have because they know I'm an Aizawa main. They said,
Please
why Aizawa want to be Spider-Man so bad? I'm telling you, man, he do the craziest. Okay, Hero, here's what he does. He grabs you out of the air like Spider-Man, like yoink you out the air, and then throw you down into another one of your homies, bro. He take a mofo and then beat him with the other mofo. I'm like, yep, this is my character. Not to mention he can still erase. He has a move he can do after he erases your quirk, where he can like zip to you, bind you up. I mean, that's Combo City. I'm about to beat you good this season, bro. That's all I can tell you. I got 2 combo characters I can just go crazy with.
Is it still up to only 3 people inside My Hero?
Yes. I think they should have a quad mode, but
They should have a quad mode.
so somewhere along the way, I messed up the cycle, but I don't know how. Like I'm looking at this and I was like, this was not the first drawing. It might have been the last drawing, but not the first. I'm like, what happened to the first drawing? Yeah, the first drawing is gone.
Huh. Did I accidentally pause the stream? Oh, nope. There's just a delay. Got it. Okay. So it's funny. The screen share one that you have is like real time, I guess, and then the one that is on the live stream, there's a slight delay.
Yeah, that's typically how it works. Okay, that's one strike.
All right.
Nah, something ain't right. I don't know. I mean, when I pasted the cycle, it looked fine though. I might just have to go with it. I don't know. I don't know what happened. The drawings are not in order, but they are in order. Yeah. Some kind of way it ended up being in order. I'm not gonna question it no more, but I'm just gonna go with it.
True. Ooh, that felt good.
Nah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Oh, hold on. Let me hide this layer and see.
Oh, I see it. I see it.
You see it, right?
Yeah, I see it. I see it. There's a step missing.
Got deleted.
Yeah.
Got deleted. And I don't know when or how. You know what that means, don't you?
Save this as a different project, close it, open up the original one, copy the frame.
Yep. Yep, that's exactly what that means. So I'm like, excuse you, I beg your pardon. Let me open this up. Let me just check and see. I'm just gonna check my word. It is very possible that I could have skipped the drawing, but I don't know how I could have done that when I was drawing on top of the drawings that I put here.
Fair enough.
I mean, honestly, I ain't like those last drawings anyway. Hold on, let's see. Let's see what we got here.
Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? So, I spent some time watching The Boys.
Oh. Okay, I gotta hear this. I know you got some takes.
I finished it. Yeah, I had to. I'll tell you on Discord so I don't spoil for nobody.
What would you say about the overall, I guess, ending? Spoiler free take on the ending. How about that?
Seemed a little rushed. And wasn't really satisfying.
It wasn't satisfying, and I agree with I think it was rushed and it wasn't as satisfying. I think it's hard to, I think we talked about it a little bit last week, because a lot of these Western stories focus more on the hero and not enough on like each character. Anything that would have happened wasn't going to feel gratifying if it didn't involve home. Well, I ain't gonna spoil nothing. Yo, he said, ew, I hear that animator. Yo, what up with you, pet?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Nah, that's the home. You know, are they really home if they don't clown you every time?
True.
You know, if the day this guy stops having insults, I'm gonna be like, dang, bro, just say you hate me. Or I'm gonna think he got a traumatic brain injury or something. But nah, I think because a lot of these plot lines and plot points that were out there needed a payoff and they didn't get a payoff, it definitely was just like, yeah, some of it didn't feel earned. I think that's my problem. Some of it did not feel earned.
Yeah. And I think that's the reason why it wasn't satisfying. It was kind of like, all right, we got to wrap this up. We got one episode. This is the finale. We got to do it now. And it's just like,
yeah,
all right. It didn't even feel like a real episode.
I get that.
Cause like I've listened to their talks. Go ahead.
Definitely long enough. So.
Yeah, right. I just know like when I listen to their talks about how they like formulate episodes, that one didn't feel like one of their actual episodes. It felt like someone else wrote it. I don't
Yeah,
think
but
I'll.
they'll tell you it's hard to write a good ending for a good show. What's good with you, my boy? And yes, Chad, he is innocent until he's not.
Uh,
Like, I think I can't. I don't want to spoil it, but I'll share my thoughts on Discord. But
yeah,
for the most part, I think certain parts I think were it was like I could make sense of it, but I just don't know if I liked it. Like especially how things went in the end, because at
yeah,
the end of the day, like Butcher's like take on like Soups as a whole, he wasn't entirely wrong, but the one element that I guess we overlooked was like if as long as there's a Homelander, there'll always be a Butcher too, and we don't need people like that either. So I was like, I could make sense of it, but it was also just kind of like, no,
I mean, but
I don't
uh,
think that felt earned. That didn't feel earned to me.
yeah, because I actually disagree because nah.
Well,
Uh,
because you got to think about it. Because was Ryan completely wrong? When they talked about everything that happened afterwards, was Ryan completely wrong? I don't think Ryan was wrong. I think Ryan made
no,
a point.
yeah,
I was like, dang. I guess I didn't like it, but I get it. That's kind of how I felt about it. I was like, I don't like it, but I do get it.
which is fair. I mean, yeah, I I don't know. It just like underwhelming ending. That's it.
I will say, compared to the comics, though, I like this route a little
How
bit
do the
more
comments differ?
because the comics, it just the cycle repeats itself.
Oh, so this is how they fix the comics.
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
And also, like, I think a few more people. Well, I ain't gonna spoil it. Like I said, yeah, like in the comics, there's a lot. Some of the characters' storylines had a more satisfying ending, even if the ending wasn't that great.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what you can appreciate about the comics. But in the show, it was just like, well, I'm kind of glad they went this route because in the comic, that was a stupid ending anyway.
Okay. Okay. I'll take it.
That's not to say I don't. I think they fixed certain things and left certain things. Certain conditions just never introduced, like the whole Gen V aspect, like from
Mm-hmm.
the other show. They shouldn't have. I just wish they would never introduce that. Now I feel like that took away from time we could have had fleshing out another character's narrative to make it feel more earned, make all the endings feel more earned.
I'm so curious
I
why
think
they
what
even did that.
I think what happened. I mean, it was gonna intertwine, but Gen V got canceled. Probably got canceled. I mean, we could say viewership, but since that dude died in real life, like they
Yeah,
really had no other directions to go. You know what I mean?
that's fair.
With that being said, though, that's what you hire good writers for to fix those things. But I guess it wasn't good enough.
I'm surprised he was that pivotal.
Yeah, you and me both. I didn't think he was that important of a character, but apparently,
Maybe the cast just didn't feel right, you know?
yeah, maybe, maybe that's what it was. But I don't know. They established some things in the second season of Gen V, and then walked back some of the sentiment or some of the things that was already established. And the final season of The Boys, which I thought was kind of dumb. I was like, well, so we just gonna negate people's plot points? That's what we doing now?
Yes.
A whole character arc development just negated completely. Because what? How? Why? Another character who I think it will never sit right with me, and I think it messed up and created a domino for all the other characters' motivations, was probably the actions of Soldier Boy. Am I the only one who thought it, like some people were like, oh, he's supposed to be enigmatic? I was like, yeah, but to an extent. Like, I really thought it felt like the reverse version of a Deus Ex Machina. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talk about his actions in episode what, 6?
7, 6 and 7. It was just
at
weird.
the end of it, where he was just like, "Here you go."
Yeah.
I was like, "What? Huh?"
This is a stupid plot point. Especially, why would you make the one? I'm not going to point on it, but you get what I'm saying. After establishing that you don't really care for Homelander like that, it just didn't feel like you didn't care in that moment.
No, I get why he did it after what he experienced with his friend, but because it wasn't like he was doing it to be nice. He was like trying to curse him.
Yeah, but it was stupid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take away from that.
Don't get me started with like how his story wraps. So I was like, wow, this guy gets to walk away scot free after creating. So I say, you know what? I think about the characters who didn't make it to the end of the storyline because of Soldier Boy.
That's fair.
Maeve. I like Maeve. I really wish she would have got a different ending. I wish she wasn't, spoiler if you ain't seen that season. I wish she wasn't gone, but. Like, Maeve became a likable character, and then was like, all right, storyline complete. I'm gonna head out now. It's like, no! Oh, I like this character, please. Don't do it. Not like this.
What's up, Cry?
Yo, Cry's back. What's good?
Yeah, Cry's in here, and Cry's in the house. What layer is this on? Is it on this layer? It's on this layer. Okay. Not there, but here. And then for this one, do I have another layer? I don't have another layer. Okay.
Yeah, the ending for that was, I mean, at least it wasn't like 10, 12 seasons long like Game of Thrones. The end of Game of Thrones had me literally asking, well, now what do I do? And then also at the same time, like, what was that?
I still haven't finished that. I watched it all the way up to the last season, did not finish it. But your sentiment is shared with everybody else that I've heard. They're like, I didn't like it. I didn't know what that was.
And it's also like, now what do I do with all this time and this rage that I have towards this ending? Because what was that? I took a class to learn about like storytelling, but from like the director's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, directors, they're a little eccentric as people. Like, they be doing stuff and you really never know their next move. So sometimes you got to take what they say with a grain of sand, but then other times it's like, no, that makes a lot of sense. But this Peter Chong, guy who creator for Aeon Flux, right?
Mm-hmm.
Was like, the question you want to impart with your audience is not what, but more so why. So if I'm watching something at the end and my questions are, what was that? That's not a good question for your audience member to be asking. Like, a part of me understands the ending as far as like the stuff that happened between Butcher and Huey and Homelander. I understood it a lot more because of how you have to observe their actions leading up to that point, starting from like season 1 and on. So it's like it kind of made like sense to me. Like I was able to go why and then like come up with the answer that made me feel like, all right, I get it. I might not have liked it, but I do get it. Like that's fine. But some of the stuff was just, some of the stuff that happened made me go like, what was that? What was that? Like, what are we talking about? And don't get me started with Sister Sage's like story, man. Yeah.
Yeah, Sister Sage. It was just like, oh, okay.
That pissed me off. How do you go from, and it's not Sister Sage's fault. It's the writing. It's like, so that's what we're doing now.
We gave her what she wanted.
Did she earn it? I guess. I mean,
it happened by accident.
Being black and being oppressed does not like mean you've earned it. I'm not trying to make light of the struggle, but it's just like, in context of the story, did you really earn it?
You gotta break that one down for me.
So like, I don't remember the conception of her powers. I remember her explaining it, but I don't remember it verbatim. But my thing is the ending that she got for what she created, for what she caused. It was like, no, bruh. Like, that's not the ending that you earned. Like, they just wrote you out of the story in a quick roundabout way. I don't think that's the ending she should have got, if I'm being honest with you.
So you think she should have got a worse ending and not a happy ending?
Yeah, I don't think she should have got a happy ending, considering the why. Like, all the things she did is like, oh, well, I just couldn't help it because my brain was like that. That's not a good, no. Like, that's, because there's a lot of characters in there where, like, they didn't, if we're going to go off of that, then every other character should have got a happy ending too. That's all. And we know some of the characters who deserved a happy ending did not get one. And I'm like, okay, well, did they get a happy ending? If they created this mess or had a hand in it at the very least? Come on. No, it's not a matter of what she deserves. It's just more so a matter of like, if I'm going to give them credit and call it decent writing, it was like, well, only a mastermind could have came up with the angle that her character ended up in order for her to get away despite causing all of the chaos. You know what I mean? So one part of me is like, okay, touche, I respect it. But the other part of me is just like, as far as character plot, growth, and development, I wanted to like her character because I wanted to believe like she was right to an extent. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I found her annoying as a character, to be honest. And
nah, she was annoying.
Ever so like
every time though.
just random. But I think like, if you like her as a character, then you like Rick from Rick and Morty.
And you know what? I kind of do like Rick from Rick and Morty.
There you go. There you go.
He's a butthole. But my thing is this: it's like that. It's like that meme with Falcon and Zemo. Like he's out of line, but he's not wrong. And I feel like that was her character. Like she's out of line, but is she wrong though?
So
you always need that one character who's like, okay, yeah, like I'm out of line, but I'm still not wrong until proven otherwise. I'm not wrong.
So what's the issue with her ending then?
Oh, my issue with her ending is I feel like that was a major catalyst, and the big no, the big character change for her is like, I was wrong one time despite being the smartest person in the world. I was wrong one time, and so now I'm just gonna opt out. And then when I actually opt in, make everything right, then it's like, oh, okay, well now I can leave. But it's like, they wouldn't be in the situation if you would have opted in much earlier in the story.
Okay, I guess I could see that.
Like more or less, they wanted the same thing. Why did it take her so long to get to that point, to get to that conclusion? Like, you made things so much worse before it got better. I don't understand what took you so long to get to that point.
I mean, we still have to consider the fact that Homelander was still around. So,
That's also true.
like, we have to consider like a person who can fly anywhere, get through anything, stop anything, is still a threat. So it's like it's not like you could just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna vanish.
Also,
Like
this
this,
is gonna be this is gonna be a take too. I never appreciated how selective Homelander's powers were. Sorry.
what you mean?
Sometimes he got super hearing and super scent and X-ray vision, and then sometimes he doesn't. What?
Yeah, I think it's kind of like when he wants to use it. Like he's just like, you know what? I don't want to play this cat and mouse game. I'm just gonna cheat. Let me look through the walls. Okay, I see you. Because
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think it make him too boring of a character. It's like Superman. I find Superman very boring as a character.
I get that. I mean, I'm not a Superman fan like that either, so I totally understand that. No, I think for me with Homelander, it's like people will be right in front of him. Okay, like a good example. Well, actually, no. I mean, if you can game something though, then having super hearing, having X-ray vision, none of that matters. Even if you do have it, so never mind. I'll give him that, but it still will be it was oddly inconsistent to me because for somebody who can see through walls and hear everything and smell everything and know everything, it's weird when you don't know something. To me, at least, especially when you can just literally find out. I was like, dude, use your powers. What are you talking about? But even Superman couldn't see through lead, so I'll give that to them.
I think didn't they make him not be? Didn't they make it to where he couldn't see through lead too?
Yep, they did.
Just
They did.
come on,
But
come
they didn't
on.
get rid of. But they didn't get rid of his super hearing. They didn't get rid of his like sense of smell. Any of that stuff. He still had that.
Yeah. So I think it was just a cat and mouse game. So he was just like determining, all right, this is where I want to do things. I want to play the cat and mouse game now.
And once again, part of me gets it. The other part of me is kind of like, but like your powers are selective, sir. Maybe his. I just talked about maybe his powers are based off of his emotional state, and we know he's a very volatile character.
Mm-hmm.
So it would make sense if his powers were inconsistent at times. So that's what I told myself. But I feel like that's me giving the writing a lot of bail. Show me, don't tell me. Like, show me why Homelander's powers are inconsistent sometimes.
I mean, I think if they have to show you everything, it kind of doesn't.
I didn't say telegraph. I just said show. Like like a good example. Like when I was in school, they taught us instead of putting words on the screen that a character is in a certain location, use the design from the set to show that a character is in a certain location, and then people's experience will draw on that to make for really in-depth storytelling instead of them being told where they are. Now, there's exceptionalities because sometimes the story is just way too big for you to be like trying to piece all that together, and some worlds are way too like high fantasy in order for us to just be able to figure that out off from looking. But like he was saying, like, yeah, if you have a story taking place in real life, right, you should be able to like set a story on South Beach, Miami, and people should get that this is somewhere in South Florida, but I'm not quite sure where. And then that's kind of when you sprinkle things in, like postcards in the background, or like somebody with a certain license plate or something like that. Like sprinkling those things in make for really good like show don't tell devices. So I'm like, I think there are ways they could have shown and not told us with Homelander's abilities. That's all. Like, because am I the only one who really thinks his powers were inconsistent? Like conveniently inconsistent. They were just like, oh, now your lie detector all of a sudden doesn't work.
Isn't
I
that
mean,
just
you can game a lie detector, but I'm just saying, like, what is going on for him for his powers to not work in moments where I think they should have been working? But maybe that's just me.
I guess some of this might be like we'll have to have that conversation off this. Let me see. How do I say this without spoiling? Switching up his powers based on mental state, but also not allowing him to be able to use his powers all the time made room for other characters to exist, because without that it would be like, why is this person here?
Yes, I agree with that.
So it's like we don't need this person, and is it for the sake of just keeping this person around? So I can totally see it where he's just like, yeah, I don't feel like using my powers for this.
Well, they're not worth it.
Yeah.
They're not worth the time. A lot
Yeah.
of times. So, no, I totally get that. I get that.
So I guess that's
I
the
get
part where
that.
you read into a character, but also, like you said, it could be just giving the writing a buy.
That to me, I mean, I could give it bail. I'll call it my suspension of disbelief. I was able to suspend it because yes, I'm rooting for the other characters, but it was like I could have had an easier time suspending my disbelief on other things. That's all.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's not to say the cast they didn't do a good job with the show. I think they did a good job. I just think the end, it was gonna be hard to make a good ending, no matter how you spin it. I feel like Game of Thrones is critically acclaimed, and I don't think anybody like that ending.
Yeah, I think it was good until the last season. I think it was good until the last season, to be honest.
Dang, Ski really said, "This ain't my hero. All right, I'm gonna head out."
Yeah, right. All right.
Oh,
It says PM session, animation, and boards. He's like, yep, nope, I'm not here for this. All right.
y'all will know when it's video games because I stream exclusively from my PlayStation because I don't have the capture card set for my laptop yet. So
I'm trying to think what I want to work on, because I finished the design that I was working on. I just have to build out all the other stuff. Oh, excuse me. I honestly think I might be jumping off to eat lunch.
alrighty, I don't know how long has it been. Nah, I got another 30 minutes in me. I'm gonna go for at least 30 more minutes, then I'll hop off.
Oh, you gonna hit the 2-hour mark?
Oh yeah.
I think I can spend that then. All right. For the next 30 minutes, I'm just gonna do some sketches then. Let's sketch some
There you go.
hands. All right.
Oh snap! Hold on, they wasn't ready for that. I wasn't
These-
ready for that.
We said mittens. Okay, so I'll remove
I
my
haven't seen
reference. And then if we mitten life this thing, so we have like a curve here. Oh, mirror's on. All right, got a curve here. Gonna jump down to here. I'll curve here. Smack a thumb in here somewhere. I'm just gonna do this. And this is a little bit boring, so we're gonna do something like that. Okay, a little cleanup in here. Probably should do like that for that shape. The palm. And this hand is so long, it's okay. Draw the fingers.
See, you understand it.
I don't know about that, but it's gonna take a little practice. That's it. That's it. Where in the world does the pinky float in here?
I really
Like,
thought
that's-
you was about to say it's Carmen Sandiego. That was crazy. I was like, wow, I ain't heard that reference in a minute. Nope, that might have been me being a little neurodivergent. I apologize.
Nah, you're good. You're good. All right. I think I want to cut this back a little bit.
Yeah, some kind of way on that last file, dude. I deleted the whole drawing. Don't know when, don't know how, but see chat. He has to work at it. Okay, I see the menu. All right, now you gotta like give the fingers their proper shape. So you can like make certain parts of that mitten longer and certain parts shorter.
Okay.
You said, or I can use his reference. My fault.
Oh, I wasn't looking to reference spam text.
I hate those.
All
The
right.
election season text or
Bro, I keep getting the election season text, and I'm like, I didn't give y'all permission to text me.
I ain't gonna lie though, we gotta do our due diligence. We can't fail this group project, y'all. I feel like we failed it for like 3 terms straight. Come on, y'all. Let's not fail this project. Despite what people might believe as far as like their political ideologies, I do think the stuff that is happening on the federal level is a little concerning. I ain't saying anything is wrong or right, I'm just saying it's a little concerning. Things that I'm like, dang, you know, people put in a good lifetime fighting for some of this stuff and it's just gone just like that. No, I think it's crazy that you got hungry. You get hungry around the same time. I'm like, dang, I'm kind of hungry too.
It's a meal plan.
I was about to hit that 2-hour mark and hop right off.
Yeah, I eat every 2 hours. So, I need a charger. Every 2 hours I eat, and I started a stream at the beginning of one of the. Oh, excuse me. That's a good stretch. At the start of the stream is one of the points in which I should have ate, and then now we have this one.
Oh,
So
yeah. So you probably feeling it. My bad, man.
no. I knew what I was getting myself into when I first started it. Which this was. I guess I can eat this one because it's technically not anything crazy. It's just a protein shake and some sun chips. That's what I was smacking on the last stream because it's like protein shake, sun chips.
Well, it sounded good. I ain't gonna hold you. I was like, dang,
Oh,
it
yeah.
sounded good.
It was very good.
Okay, let me get peace.
It was the garden ones. What is it called?
That's the red bag, right?
The red bag, all day red bag.
Yeah, that
Red
red bag
all day.
slaps, bro. I don't know the flavors, but I know the bag.
I think that one's like it's garden something.
Garden herb.
Maybe.
I know my back big enough to know, so it's probably a garden herb.
I'm done. Not your bat big enough to know.
And my back really ain't that big, Chad. I just got a big appetite. I got a big appetite with little tummy problems, so I be like imagining all the food I could eat. And remember what I used to eat back in the day, man, when I wasn't plagued by it.
Wait, can you not eat these chips?
Yeah, I can eat them, but a
Okay.
lot of stuff I just don't eat like I used to. But I could eat sun chips, but there was a point in time where I couldn't. I wasn't supposed to. I had to go on like a 0 grain diet. It was kind of crazy. until my stomach healed over time. I couldn't eat certain things.
Gotcha. Garden salsa is the flavor. Garden salsa.
That's it, garden salsa. That one slaps. The blue bag is like what, like ranch or something, right? I don't like that one.
No, the blue ones are original. Unless they
The
have another
original,
one
yeah,
that I don't know.
I don't like the original, but garden salsa be doing what it need to do. They
Mm-hmm.
got the cheddar one too, the cheese one. That one's okay, but I don't think it's a necessity. You don't have to get that one.
I ate a chip. I didn't want to smack in your ear, so I muted up.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. It's okay if you gotta snack a little bit though. I ain't gonna be too mad about it. You really only be mad when you got off guard. You be like, "Are you eating?" You be like, "Are you eating?" And I'm over here hungry.
No, it's a pet peeve of mine. I hate when people are smacking in my ear. Hate it. Or
Mm.
people chew with their mouth open. Hate it.
I'm a loud chewer. I'm not gonna lie, but I usually try to like eat in private or eat slowly. Like the sounds I be making when I have a piece of gum don't make any sense. I don't chew gum in public.
No, I would have to tell you to spit it out. Because Anthony and we'll go do walks. And he'll try to take a piece of gum and eat it. And he's over here just. I'm like, you gotta spit it out. Mm-mm. Here's a paper or paper towel. Spit it out. He's like, what? I'm like, you're smacking in my ear. He's like, I'm not even chewing that loud. I'm like, I can hear it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like me a nice piece of gum. It's a texture thing for me though. It ain't even like the gum is the best part of it. It's just the way it feels going between your teeth. When you chew it, I don't know, dopamine for me at least.
I get that. I'm just saying, I just don't want to hear you enjoying your gum. That's it.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can enjoy your
I
gum
might
all you
offer you
want
a
to.
piece though for your troubles. Offer you a piece for your troubles. You know what? My bad, bro. You want a piece?
No,
Because
I want you to.
maybe if you chew, then you won't hear it as well or hear it as much if I chew because you got a piece in your mouth, so you don't hear it either. You know,
No,
like
that's not how
all you
this
hear is you
works.
chewing instead of me.
Mm-mm.
No,
Nope.
that's not how that
Nope.
works.
Nope.
Dang, it's always been like that for me.
I gotta
I got
get my
over that at
charger.
school
Did
one
not
time. I
get
gave
it.
the teacher a piece of gum. I said, "You want a piece of gum? Here you go." Gotcha. You good?
I went right up front, made a snack because I was hungry. Instead of getting my charger,
This guy.
thanks for lurking. All right.
Yo, what up, Madigo? I appreciate you. I appreciate the alert. This is another one of the gaming homies, man.
True.
I keep trying to play with him, but my work schedule just it sucks. I'll just say that. Cause like I have to. He usually like streams like kind of late or late-ish, and I usually have work at like 4 in the morning, so I can't be up. I want to, but I can't.
That's fair. Gotta get your rest in.
And then I got a customer facing job too, so I gotta like interact with people and stuff too. It's kind of it's kind of important that I make sure I get my rest because the place that I work, let's just say it's a very how to explain it. I'm gonna just say it's a very conservative area. I'll say that. Demographically speaking, I already don't fit the mold for where I work, so gotta protect the peace. I do that by getting a good amount of sleep.
I'm like, is that crazy?
I mean, I don't think it's crazy. But you know how the kid said in Boondocks, I just want to stay up and do hood rat things with my friends. Oh, he say smoke on cigarettes? Yeah, that's it right there. Smoke on cigarettes and do hood things with my friends. That's all I'm trying to do.
Mm.
And by hood things, I mean play video games and eat chips and laugh. Those are the hood things I'm referring to. I don't know what y'all thought I was referring to. Cause you know, Petty in the chat, he'll take that and run with it. Flip it up and everything. Be like, he said he's gonna do hood things. I'm like, chill out. That's not what I meant. I know what I said, but that's not what I meant.
Comes knocking on your door. You said hood things.
Getting swatted is crazy. People getting swatted midstream is crazy to me.
I think they actually started going after the people who do the false alarms on those, which is good.
They need to. It's like, bro, I've seen a little 90-year-old or 80-something-year-old like lady get swatted because she was playing Minecraft in honor of her grandkid who was fighting cancer. Imagine getting swatted because you having fun on Minecraft.
They did not swat the old lady.
They swatted the old lady, bro. I promise you. I was like, bro, what was the reason? I forget her name. She looked like a Betty. Elizabeth is one of those names where it's really cool because you know exactly what time period this Elizabeth is coming from. If they look like they 80-something years old, they probably go by Betty. But if they're younger, they usually go by Liz. So it's kind of cool. I like it. I think it's a cool name. It's a versatile name. Is it the best sounding name? Not really, but it's a cool name for the versatility. I give it points. No offense to any Elizabeths out there. Oh, and then don't forget, you got the ones who go by Beth as well. You got those two. You got Liz, Betty, and Beth.
Sorry, still munching on chips.
You're good, you're good. Oh, I didn't have to draw that one. I didn't know that. I see what happened, Air. I might have drew one too many drawings. That's what happened. I don't think I need this drawing. These are it. These are the ones I need. That's the only way to find out. Yep, that looks fine. Oh, that looks great, actually. Okay, cool. Now let me turn this back on. Holy lag. My bad. Now I can go in and clean up the cool thing about this drawing is that, or at least this cycle, is that it's only 7 drawings. So when you do one drawing, it updates the rest of the drawing. Just paste one more cycle here to be safe.
Alright, I'm done crunching chips.
Nice. All right. I finished the cop. I'm gonna come back to little guy here in a minute, but I need to. I'm really working on it. I'm working my VTuber instead. I got another thing I gotta work on. Oof, I saved this is the first one instead of the second one. I didn't mean to do that. I gotta remember that I did that. Yeah, so my VTuber's coming along really nicely. Right now I'm just doing the motion. I call these motion guides. Like, this isn't the final look. This is how things move. I'm doing this at 8 frames per second, so that way I don't have to do so many drawings.
Looks good so far.
And everything else I'm gonna go in and clean up and whatnot. I'm just starting off with the idle pose, honestly. I know I could have a pose where they talk and stuff like that, but I'm like, let me just take this one step at a time. Let me do it in phases. I need to see if I can even implement this into my OBS before I go about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's an app for it though.
So the
PNG Tuber.
yeah, I'm familiar with it.
Not a fan.
I'm familiar with it. Yeah, I'm familiar with it. Then actually, there's a couple apps that I need to, or extensions I can download for OBS too, in order to make it more reactive and whatnot. Which I plan on getting to, but first we gotta make the darn thing. So I was thinking, like, if I had to like do this in sprites, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sprites is fine. You know what I mean? Which is, I was like, let me just do this at 8 frames per second. I think that might be a little more handy than, a little more convenient than what I was going to do.
That's fair. I tried to make one before, and it's supposed to be a spray can.
But
I never finished it.
you know what to say. It be like that when it be like that. Did they say that? I guess.
Yeah. Cause it's like I should probably finish this. I should probably go back and, cause they have like one. Let me see. What do I do here? How do I go out of this mode and just go back into like a regular mode? Yeah, one day I'll go back into working on mine as well. Exit edit mode, and can I like just add a frame for this? Let's see, what would this be considered?
Like
window?
pixel art. It's your game dev person. Like there's like a pixel PNG thing. That'd be cool.
Oh, you know, I am not doing that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Artist.
It takes too much to even do that.
I mean, Toon Squid make it a little easy.
Why isn't this thing masking out the background?
Aha, I see it. Oh, you even got the blink, the reaction.
So this is like the default one, and I know a lot of people use this as like as a testing. But why did it come up looking like this instead of?
Bro looks like he's a stoner.
Yeah, right. But yeah, this is the app, and it does like a little bounce, but yeah, I want to add my own to it, because right now I think it only has like, whenever you talk, it just jumps and it opens his mouth. Yeah, delete that. But I think there's a way. Oop, did it freeze? Looks like it froze. Definitely looked like it froze. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 Maybe if I move this over here like this, then I have to do some adjustments to the level so that it knows. I think this is for jumping. Check, 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 check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or does this need to go lower? Which one is for jumping and which one is regular?
I guess it's as good as mine. I got a YouTube how to use being a YouTuber. I got a couple of tutorials saved, but that's about it.
I think I asked you, do you ever work from a coffee shop?
For me?
Yeah.
Nah. Should I?
I think it's chill.
My music is coffee shop music.
There's a place I used to
no.
work from
Mm-hmm.
that's near us.
Yeah, I guess I never. I never think to go to one, but I do have my iPad. I could just work on my iPad and stuff in there. My setup's usually like just like too cumbersome for me to just want to look around. Honestly,
That's fair.
that's my only reason for not really working out of a coffee shop. All right, I'm gonna finish this tendril, and I'm gonna call it. Because I'm a man of my word, and I don't need heavy popping in saying we can't afford to pay you anymore. So, see if I can be boss man out of the kitchen, right?
Wait, what's going on?
I'm hitting that 2-hour mark.
Oh, okay.
And so I said after I finish this tendril, I'm gonna call it.
Heard.
Yeah, I thought I could go for 3 hours a day, but boy, I would have been lying to myself.
You thought what?
I thought I could go 3 hours a day, but I would have been lying to myself. Nah, I think I told you off stream some of the stuff that's happening, but I've been having to fight with insurance for like 2 weeks now, and every day I've been on the phone with them for probably like 2 or 3 hours at a time, just trying to get somebody to like help me get my meds, bro. It's been awful.
Because insurance is a scam.
Not always. But if I teach people that, now I'm an anarchist or something, so who knows?
No, it's any person or any business that you pay that fights to not provide you service is a scam.
It's scam. Yeah.
So you're not an anarchist if you're just telling the truth.
I guess is what I would do with the truth, huh?
Yeah.
But now, one of these days, I should try to go to a coffee shop just with my iPad and see what I can get done. I'll probably get so much stuff done.
Yeah, because pretty much there's no distractions. You're just there in the zone.
Unless you be on your phone.
Nah, my phone is. It's just in my backpack when I'm there.
You know, it's weird. I don't want to have my phone on me sometimes, and anytime I've done that, I've always missed, like, not always, but 80% of the time I miss an important call.
Do you have a Apple Watch?
I do, and it prompts me to go get my phone. I'm like, you know what? Let me just see what these people want, or let me just call and make sure everything is okay. It'd be like that. It'll be like, I see it, and I'll be like, that doesn't seem like one that I can call back later for. Let me take this. Especially when it's like one of them toll-free numbers. So that's when you know it's the insurance company.
That's fair.
Hold on, I'm kind of cooking, bro. Hold on. They're not ready. I'm kind of cooking right now. All right, chat. Because once you're at that flow state, you end up just going and you keep going. Next thing you know, hour 3 hits you. I am too hungry for this. But here's a shout out to Hero here for popping up the stream and letting me know. Shout out to everybody who popped in and said what's up. I appreciate the alerts. I appreciate just general interaction. Make sure y'all turn the notifications on so you all know the next time I am going live. I appreciate everyone as always. And I'll let Hero close it out.
All right. Like you said, thanks for joining us for another stream, another co-op stream. This is like our fourth?
Fourth, I think?
Yeah, fourth one. Like,
we've
been kind of killing these things. So, if you enjoy these, please sub to both of us. We're both going to be knocking on each other's stream to try to stream and get you guys some sweet conversations. Made some nice progress today, I will say so myself. But yeah, I don't know when we're gonna stream again. I should be back again later on this evening. I might be streaming Deadest Disco, trying to beat all the bosses. I finally beat one, so I'm just gonna keep going until I beat them all. Hopefully no more cheats. But yeah, appreciate y'all joining for another stream. I'm gonna play us out with another song that's not Minecraft. I say that because Minecraft is currently playing in the background because I opened it. I was gonna play if we were going to 3 hours. So, all right. Until next time, like I said, appreciate y'all joining. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me right now, and I really appreciate it. Stay hydrated. Make sure you eat, please. Make sure you drink water, 2 cups, 4 cups, double the amount that you had yesterday. If it's a gallon, please don't overdrink water. But until next time, Hero, out.
All right, man. I'm going to catch you.
All right, bro. Peace out.
All right. Later.
Flex, I do work. 6, I'm like Mike. He's out of sight. Woo, you done got me pipe. 2 man like Ike. 6 out the spot. outside, still outside. Tame Impala, Tame Impala, stay outside. And I'm still outside, still outside.